Good morning. So today is Thursday and this is the first day of work that I'm going to be able to actually take steps towards my goals, so to speak, because as I also mentioned in my course, there are two types of tasks. When I think about my business this week, I had so many other things going on. I couldn't do the type of task that moves me and my business forward. So there's a type of task that keep you where you are. So that is the things that you have to do to make sure that you stay in a place where you are and you don't backslide, so to say. So for example, those are doing my coaching sessions, my administration, doing my bookkeeping, my taxes, for example. I have to do those things because if I don't do that, I'm going to get a fine for my taxes, for example. Or if I don't do that, then my client doesn't want to work with me anymore if I cancel our sessions. And that is going to make my business smaller. So those type of tasks keep me where I am. Whereas the type of tasks that move you forward are social media, growing online, working on new funnels, working on advertisements, because I don't have advertisements at the moment. So if I were to do that, that would drive me forward because it's a new energy coming into my business, coming into my life and bringing me forward. And other examples of tasks that move me forward is, for example, when I was developing my course for Become Your Most Productive Self. That course is something that brings me forward because it's a new product, it's a new thing that people can buy from me, whereas the things that I already have, I have to keep offering to keep me where I am now. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if that makes sense and if you have any tasks that are keeping you in your place that you should be doing, or any tasks that you want to do that will move you forward towards your goals. And I'm really curious to hear from you. Okay, so I finally fixed the issue with my website. So if you go to instadoit.com, before it would have this super ugly, is it a crocodile or dragon, blue yellow thing, and I just couldn't figure out how to change it because I do everything for my website myself, because I didn't know the term, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you know what you're looking for but you just don't know the correct term, so you can't Google it. Because really, if you want to build your own website, just Google everything. Like I watched one tutorial on how to build a website in WordPress Elementor, and I just imported a theme by following that tutorial. And then after that, I've just been like changing stuff over time and practicing and just like Googling stuff, so you really don't have to know everything. And even me, I've literally wasted 3 weeks of my business life figuring this out. I wanted to change hosts. I wanted to go to Elementor hosting, but apparently you can't migrate to Elementor hosting, which was really annoying. And now I'm just like, I can stay at the host that I already had, but now when you go to my website, it's just like, I know it's really small, but it's just like a picture of me and it just says Instadoit on it, and just exactly the way that it's supposed to be. Look up here. I might change it to even something like simpler than this, but I'm just so happy already that it's like not this ugly dragon. Because for me, like colors and branding are really important. Like, you know, I have a vibe, you know? This doesn't go with having like a blue dragon everywhere, or crocodile or whatever. And even this, like my website isn't perfect and I definitely have to like update some stuff. Like, where are these things? I don't even know. Oh my god, did I delete them? Oh no. Okay, I should definitely fix that as well. But you know, it's a vibe and it doesn't go with a dragon. So I cleaned my mirror, but it still looks dirty in the camera, so I guess I have to I just wiped it down to get the dust off of it, but I guess I have to really go in with the glass cleaner. But I wanted to show you my outfit for today. I know it's almost springtime, but I was feeling a little bit more fall today because the weather is really cloudy, rainy, you know. So I just wanted to wear something that was a little bit more comfortable for more fall-like weather. So nice to have the window open and just have some fresh air in the house for the first time in like a few months since the fall. It just feels so good to just have, I don't know, like the fresh wind. It's really windy today, so it's like whew, coming into the house, and I love it. I've been struggling with something with my website, and I thought that for what I wanted, I know it was something really small, but well, it started differently because I wanted to implement an email system for the first time, because I just did that manually before, and I'm not really into emailing so much. I'm more into Instagram and stuff. But I wanted to make sure that people can buy my course, you know, that they just click purchase and the emails automatically. They get the invoice, they get the course, they get anything else that they need. Because I do everything in Elementor, I really had to go to Elementor Pro for that, because I used the unpaid version, which was fine so far. If you take that, it includes hosting. So I was like, oh, that's great. But I just couldn't figure out how to go from one host to the other, and it just started feeling really scary because I don't want all my links to be messed up, and I already did some stuff, so I hope everything is fine. So I started talking to some professionals, and it was a really bad match. And then I found out that you can't really migrate from one host to Elementor hosting. So then it turned out that I could just stay with the host that I have and then implement Elementor Pro. I'm just kind of like out of a routine. So this morning I sorted out my laundry because I was really behind on laundry, and I love doing laundry, so I don't even know, but I was just overwhelmed. And I meditated for a few minutes, but it wasn't that good, so maybe I'll meditate a little bit more in a minute and maybe do some journaling. I've just not been feeling good with meditating. Maybe I should make a video about how to tackle that. So I have my to-do book. I love these little cute journals. It has like a marble and then like some rose gold, and it says like every day is a day you've never seen before, which is kind of like, it doesn't matter where you are now, you can totally turn your life around, I feel. I use this journal specifically only for to-dos. So I have a general notes journal that's just like a really big one where I can just kind of like free write and write down stuff when I'm kind of like processing things through writing. So I have that one, and then I have my to-do journal, and then I also have a journal that's in my meditation spot that I use for mindset shifting. I also have one next to my bed that I use if I want to write before bed or when I first wake up, just so that I don't have to like move my meditation journal around. And I also have one more journal downstairs, which is next to the TV, because I'm doing the like one of those yoga with Adrian 30 days of yoga, but I don't do it every day because I also have other workout stuff to do. So then I can kind of write down where I was so that I don't get confused. So what's that, like 5 journals? But I like it. I like journals. I like writing. Okay, so I guess I can kind of take you along with scheduling my day. Maybe I'll have breakfast first and I'll do this after. That breakfast was so good. Normally I eat breakfast a little earlier, but it just wasn't that kind of morning because I didn't have anything to eat. When you're so hungry, it's just so good. And it just makes your mood like 1,000 times better when you eat something that's just so delicious. That's one thing that I love from working from home, that I just have the time to make a breakfast and then clean the kitchen while I'm doing it and just kind of, take my time. So I was just watching Anna Neubert's vlog. She is a YouTuber from Germany. She lives in Berlin and I love her vlog style. She does like kind of like productive routines, but also workout stuff. So she was talking about finding your sparkle. So coincidentally, her vlog was about getting back into a routine, which is exactly what I am doing right now. And she called it like finding your sparkle, because she feels like she doesn't feel good when she doesn't have a routine, and that's exactly how I feel as well. I just kind of waste my time, and when I'm wasting my time, I'm just not feeling good. So I love a routine as well, not because it's restrictive, but more because it supports me. Okay, so let's talk about finding your sparkle. So I wrote down a to-do list. Now I have kind of estimated how long everything is going to take. So I have like a little bit of a tech block that's going to be like 1 to 2 hours, and then I have some finances, like I have to pay an invoice, I have to add some charges to my 2022 bookkeeping that I forgot, and then also email my accountant. So this whole block is probably like 1 hour, whereas these separately are gonna be probably like 1 hour per thing. So let's add those into my notes app as to-do items. So now I'm adding in those things in my to-do list. So I wrote them into my taxes notes. The website stuff just kind of has to do with website hosting, plugin things. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with my course, but I'm just gonna write it here because I don't have a separate note for website stuff, because I don't always have stuff to do for my website. Usually my website is just up and I only add things to it according to what project I'm working on. So I think that's enough for now. So the next thing I should do is get my calendar sorted out. So I took out the coaching sessions because those have names in them, and that's private. I have different tabs, and a really good tip is for stuff that, for example, isn't really work related. So for example, my workout stuff, I all have for the color white, and I have the same for this course that I'm in. I put the color white because otherwise I get stressed because there's all these colors in there. So I just changed the color to white for everything that's kind of like not work related. Okay, so I'm filming on my old phone. Well, my old phone, apparently the storage is full, but I just wanted to kind of update you, and I guess we're now connected to my AirPods, so maybe the audio is also changed a little bit. But setting the intention to make things easy is so essential, because I felt like it was going to be hard, but I just told myself it's going to be easy. And it was. I just deleted my old account because I had 30 days to cancel my Elementor Pro subscription, and I also had the one that included hosting as well. So it actually was how it was supposed to be, basically, because I should delete the hosting, which I was paying for when I'm not using it. So I deleted that, and I just went into my WordPress and I upgraded my existing Elementor account to Pro, and now it was a lot cheaper also. That's great. So now I only pay for the hosting that I already had, and then for the Elementor Pro. So everything is well in the world again, and I just want to inspire you that if you have something that you feel like it's going to be hard, it really helps to just set the intention like it's going to be easy. You can decide that it's easy. Try it. It's just so nice when it's not flowing, but then you kind of take a moment to make everything flow, and now it just feels really good. And the meditation session was just good, but also journaling. And I asked like a bunch of different angels for help. I asked for tag angels, success angels, Elementor angels, WordPress angels, just to make sure I'm fully supported for the rest of my day and for the rest of what I'm doing. Sent me this little thing, like shelves, because she thought that I could put like right here, because I've been looking for something to put there, and I feel like this could be really airy, and I just measured everything, and it's actually a way better fit than the one I have here. So I'm thinking it's pretty perfect, so I'm going to order this. change in something that's just a little bit more comfortable. It was just a little bit cold because I was wearing really thin tights. My aunt is a visual artist, and she makes, I don't know how to say in English, but linoleum. So she creates a mall and then paints that and then presses that on a canvas. And then she carves out some more and then does a different color, and then that creates like a painting. But she has this new project that's based on something that she went with her her boyfriend's family who lives in Cuba. They're going through things right now, and just kind of the whole thing that the whole family went through and just all the emotions that came with that. So she's requesting like subsidizing, but she's like a typical artist, like she just gets moved to create. But now of course she has to intellectualize it, and that's where I come in, because I'm really good at intellectualizing things. But we went so well that we finished the entire application at once, but then having the application ready and actually applying it is something else. So we just took a break to eat, and now I'm gonna go back there, and we're going to put everything into the online portal, and she has to collect some pictures of her recent work and just like some sketches and, you know, make it digital and just a bunch of stuff. So I'm just gonna go over there and help her, and I'm just putting in the intention that we're done by 9:30, because I'm a little bit of an early bird and I like reading before bed, so preferably I can get home and like chill and read before I go to bed. So I have a board meeting this afternoon. I know that sounds really fancy, but it's just for our like small family business on my mother's side of the family. And it's just like a couple of family members and the accountant.